Let's take a trip to Sweden with Ari Aster and round out Midsommar.
Hello, beautiful.
So Midsommar is directed by Ari Aster, his second feature. His first one was Hereditary last year. It stars Florence Pugh as Danny and is rated R for good reason, and it's about 2 hours and 20 minutes long, so you're in for the long haul. To say that I was not excited about this film is a huge understatement, considering that last year's Hereditary was exceptional and one of my favorite horror films of all time. In Midsommar, two people are about 4 years into their relationship, and nothing is going right. Nothing at all. This film is basically a breakup movie to the extreme. Danny, played by Florence Pugh, is an exceptional actress, by the way. Florence Pugh is amazing, just like Toni Collette was last year with Hereditary. She deserves an Oscar nod for sure. Danny's looking for comfort from her boyfriend, who just does not want to give it to her at all. And in the first 20 minutes, something terrible happens to her family, which has them two and their gang go to Sweden for a Midsummer festival, and nothing goes right. Ari Aster was said to write this film during his actual own breakup, and you can kind of tell because the film is a little pretentious in that way. But if you are going to this film just for the atrocities that Ari puts on screen, you will most definitely not be disappointed. Hereditary was a masterpiece. I was hoping for the same with Midsommar, but I can tell you that it's not a masterpiece, but it's a very good film. It's definitely not up there with Hereditary, and that's because of the narrative. It doesn't flow like Hereditary does, and you don't feel for the characters as much as you do with Hereditary. But still, Midsommar is crazy, and if you're here for the horrific imagery, juxtaposition with the beautiful flowers and the open, sunset, that's constantly on screen, even though it's 9 o'clock at night and 10 o'clock at night, which is very creepy, you will be not disappointed. Like I said before, it's some of the craziest, cool stuff I've ever seen on film. Just like in Hereditary, when you see, this is not a spoiler because it's been out for a year, by the way, just when you see the little girl's head on the side of the road, Ari likes to hold on certain things that are just nasty. And in that film, you got one image. In this one, you get about two or three. So if you are part of the squeamish, this might not be for you. Which leads us to... You're welcome. So we'll start with the cons. Like I said, the first 20 minutes set up something that's horrific, that does not go with the through line of the whole narrative throughout the film. It kind of dissolves itself, and you kind of you forget about it. So the runtime is 220. It could have been shaved down. The overall story, the overall narrative is not what Hereditary was. You don't feel invested in the characters like you did with that film. And also, things happen off screen to where I definitely wish I could see it. So the pros. The pros are amazing performances throughout the whole entire cast, especially Florence Pugh. She is Oscar-worthy for sure. Ari Aster and his team deliver another technical masterpiece when it comes to cinematography and editing. Some of the best work I've ever seen. I guarantee you this will be studied in film class when it comes to editing and how to juxtaposition horrific images with beautiful ones at the same time. This film has an amazing slow burn. Some people don't like slow burns, but when it's done with the masterful art that Ari Aster does, it creeps up to you very, very slowly, like a slow burn should, and at that final, that lumps in your throat. So an excellent slow burn. After everything's said and done, like I said, the narrative wasn't there, but everything else was a masterpiece. And I will go ahead and round out Midsommar with an 8. Midsommar will get an 8 out of 10 balls. I'm going to leave you guys with something here. Definitely pay attention to the walls. Just like in Hereditary, pay attention to the whole entire frame. Ari holds there for a reason, because he wants you to see stuff in the background that will flesh out the story. He does not hold your hand with this film. You have to pay attention to the background. And also, guys, I'm sorry, but if you hate naked old people, you won't like this film. Well, that's it, guys. I appreciate you hanging with Ball. If you like what you heard or love what you see, subscribe. It's free. Thank you very much. We'll see you later. Bye. Bye-bye.